I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be when she won't make a definite date. Well, I've got an email here from a viewer who's been following my work, and he recently heard from a girl he hadn't heard from in a while, and I assume it's because she probably flaked on him at one time before he found out about my videos, my articles, and my Kindle ebook. And so he's trying to set a definite date with her, and she wouldn't, and so he's writing to me to make sure that he handled everything right. Because the idea is that the reason you do the things that I talk about in my book and in my videos is you want to make sure that if you're going to go out with a girl and spend your valuable time and your money taking her out to dinner or just meeting her out for a drink or whatever, you want to make sure that you're spending time with a girl who really appreciates you, someone who values you, someone who really wants to see you. And that's why, by using the techniques that I talk about in my book, you come from a position of strength, and if the girl's flaky or she's not really that into you, or she's just lame and not a good match for you, she'll flake, and it will bring out the worst in the worst, and it'll bring out the best in the best. In other words, what it will do is it will help you make sure that you get a good girl. That if you're going to go out and spend your time and your money, it's going to be worth your time to go out with her because it's somebody that really likes you and who you've really got a chance with. And not only that, you want to go out and have a good time with a girl who's actually going to make the effort. And if you follow the things that I teach, what will happen is women will start chasing and pursuing you. And if they're chasing you and pursuing you, they're not going to be dumping you or getting rid of you. So I get this email here, and he says, "Hi, Corey. I've been dating a bit this year, and I finally ran up against the need to use the takeaway, as you mentioned in your book. A woman from my past whom I met online contacted me out of the blue via text. She mentioned us to getting together sometime soon. I had yet to go out on a date with her." And so, in other words, you hadn't heard from this girl. She flaked. Maybe she got back together with an ex-boyfriend. I mean, you just don't know, whatever the reasons, but bottom line is you didn't get together with her in the past. And you want to make sure you go out with a girl who really likes you and who's really going to make an effort to win you as well. Who's going to make an effort to make a good impression. Not a chick that's just kind of like, yeah, I want this dude to take me out to dinner, or she wants you to put one of your evenings of the week on hold for a maybe date. That, if something doesn't work out, if something better doesn't come along, she'll go out with you, otherwise she'll cancel on you at the last minute, and then you got a fucking big hole in your evening. It's like, fuck that shit, dude. Life is too short. When you go out with enough women who really dig you and who want to make sure you have a good time on the date, you'll never fuck with flaky chicks again. You'll never fuck with girls that want to jerk you around. It's just, life's too short, man. He says, I told her that I'd like that. In other words, he'd like to go out and he'd like to see her because she's the one that brought it up. And I set the date on the spot for the following Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Starbucks and asked if that would work for her. She replied back, "Let's touch base on Monday or so." So that's what you call is the call to confirm, the call to verify. And when a woman does that, she's doing that because it's like she wants you as like a backup plan. She's cool with going out with you, but something may come up. Maybe some other guy that she really wants to go out with. She's hoping he'll ask her out. And then so you call on Monday, you either get her voicemail or she'll fucking say, I can't make it. And then you've been looking forward to this all week, and then she cancels on you for some BS reason. And so by doing this, by doing the takeaway, like this guy is doing, it will get rid of a flaky girl or a girl who's not really into that. Because if she really valued going on a date with you, and it's really important that she gets to see you and meet you for the first time, she's not going to fucking try to jerk you around like this girl is doing with her BS response. So he says, my response was a line you mentioned in your book. He said, that's not a real, I'm going to use it. Jessica, I have a really busy schedule, and I definitely like to take you out, but if you can't make definite plans, then how about we do it some other time? That's perfect. It's textbook. Because her response will communicate how important meeting you really is to her. And if it's really important to her, she'll back up and she'll go along with the definite plans that you've got. But otherwise, like more likely, maybe you acted really weak in the past, and so she's really testing you and trying to make you jump through a bunch of hoops to make sure that you stand up to her this time around. And she replies with, I want to, silly. I just mean let's remind each other on Monday. That's fucking BS. She's trying to jerk you around and see what you're made of. She's testing the shit out of you, but also communicates that she's not really into that. She doesn't really value getting together with you. Because if a girl really wanted to see you, number one, she would never give you that call to verify fucking nonsense. And number two, if she did want to see you and you said, well, let me go and read his response. But when you withdraw and you stick to your guns, she'll say, oh, okay, well, then let's definitely meet Wednesday, because she won't want to take the chance of not being able to meet you. But this girl, her response sucked. So he says, it annoyed me, and she wanted a reminder. So I said, I don't need reminding. You must think I'm your secretary, and I included a wink. In other words, it was like he was messing with her in a charming way. And then she replied with, wow. And that was it. Do you feel I handled this properly? I'd say, absolutely, dude. You saved yourself the cost of a couple expensive lattes and maybe an hour of your time plus your gas to drive there. And because you don't want to go hang out with a chick that's going to jerk you around like this. I mean, that's how you respond, and then she just... I mean, it communicates that she wasn't really into you, and maybe you were a backup plan in case things didn't work out with this other guy. I mean, you hadn't heard from this girl in how long? But this is perfect. You did a great job, dude, and this is why you need to apply these things, because women who really like you, they would never pull this bullshit on you. And when a girl does this, it communicates that she's really not that into you, and she's really not too keen on seeing you. I mean, you haven't heard from her in forever, and you've never even met her in person, so she calls you out of the blue. So in other words, she hasn't found anybody, and so she's basically trying to get you to be some kind of backup plan for her that she's probably just going to cancel on you anyway. So good job for having the balls to stand up for yourself and not go for her BS response. And who knows, maybe in a week or two you may hear from her, and she may try to want to bring it up again, and same thing, make a definite date or you withdraw the offer. It's as simple as that, and that communicates that your time is busy. I mean, think about it. If you got several girls calling you and wanting to come over and fuck your brains out, are you going to make a date with a girl like with this kind of fucking nonsense? I think not. And so your response communicated that you're a high status male and you're not going to put up with BS. So good fucking job, dude. Keep it up. So if you have a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen, and send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which can be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, and on the right-hand side column underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get to the download page, if you don't have a Kindle device, on the right-hand side there's a button you can click to download a free e-reader app for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information in my videos and my articles and my newsletter, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, and on the Wibia toolbar, which can be at the bottom of your screen, there's a PayPal donate button. Click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.